Good morning students, welcome back in our science online class. Today we are going to see the next part of our lesson, that is microbes or microorganisms. Do you know we suffered from diseases or different diseases caused to the different persons. But do you know why disease is caused to the person? So I will tell you, the disease is caused to the person because of only microorganisms or microbes. So these microorganisms are very harmful. Once they start the production in our body, they kill our tissues, they damage our organs, and we suffer from the diseases. So what are the types of microorganisms, how they are useful, how they are harmful, that we are going to learn today. So today we'll see about the microorganisms, and we will learn about the microorganism, which is very interesting thing. Micro means what? Small, tiny, which we cannot see through our naked eye. Means we need something to see them. Yes or no? And do you know what we require to see them? Yes, we require microscope. And which one? Compound, and one more, that is electronic microscope. So with these devices only we can see the microorganism. Actually this microscope means what? So microscope is one device which is useful to see the organisms into large view. Means we can see their size in large view. Large view, those are very small. So microorganisms are tiny living creatures. They are living. Okay, they are living creatures like us. We are also living beings. They are also living tiny creatures. We are multicellular, but they are very small, which are visible only under a microscope. Just I said, microscope is a device which is useful to see the enlarged view of organisms. They are around us. Who now? Microorganisms. Microorganisms are around us. They are present everywhere. Like in air also they are present, in water also, and in our bodies also they are present. So they are present everywhere. While some microbes are harmful to us and others are useful, just now I said, there are some microorganisms. They play a very important role in our life also. Okay, they are very useful for us, and but there are some microorganisms. They are harmful for us. So we will categorize, or we divide the microorganisms into two groups. Which were useful microorganisms and unuseful microorganisms. Okay, students. So, what are the different types of microorganisms? So, there are four types of microorganisms, and their names: virus, okay, virus, bacteria, fungi, and protozoa. So these are the four types of microorganisms. If somebody asks you what are the four types of microorganisms, quickly you should answer. What are they? Virus, bacteria, fungi, and protozoa. Now we will see the harmful microbes. Just now I said there are two kinds of microbes: harmful and useful. So first we will see the harmful microbes. Now see here, microbes or microorganisms which causes diseases are referred to as germs. Those microbes or microorganisms causes diseases, we call them or we refer them germs. Yes or no? Microbes cause diseases when they are able to reproduce in our body. When see, microbes cause diseases, but when they reproduce means they multiply in our body. Okay, they produce harmful substances that damage the tissues and organs. Once the microorganisms or microbes enter in our body, they start to reproduce, and after the reproduction they produces the harmful substances in our body, and due to that harmful substances our tissues and organs are damaged and we suffer from the disease. Okay students, a person who has been attacked by harmful disease causing microbes is said to be infected. So the person who is suffering from diseases, okay, so that person is called, we call the infected person. So that person becomes patient. Yes or no? Infected means patient. Now, ways by which the harmful microbes spread. How the microbes or microorganisms spread. Okay, spreading means moving from one person to another person. Okay, that way also we can. So first thing, they spread through air, water and contaminated food. First, okay, how they spread? They spread through air, water and contaminated food, means which is contaminated with microorganisms, food. Then second one, through the contact with the infected animals. Sometimes infected animals means your person also we can. Infected person is patient. Okay, if the person is suffering from disease, there are some disease which can spread through the contact. If you touch their body, if you use their clothes, so that disease caused to you also. Next one, from person to person also. So some diseases caused by microbes are. So here the list of some diseases is given which are caused by bacteria, virus, fungi and protozoa. So you can see which diseases are caused by bacteria. So here is the list. So this list you have to memorize at home and you can prepare at home. Which diseases are caused by bacteria, virus, fungi and protozoa. So I will take now first one. So bacteria causes tuberculosis. In shortly you can say TB. Second one, whooping cough that affect the lungs. Okay, always cough. Then disease caused by viruses. So what type of diseases are caused by viruses? So common cold. Do you know common cold? Yes. Influenza. This is the disease name. Then mumps affect the salivary glands, and chicken pox. These are diseases caused by virus. Just to prepare and memorize their names. Diseases caused by fungi. Athlete's foot affects the toes and bottom and sides of the feet. Then ringworms affect the hair, skin and nails. Then disease caused by malaria. Disease caused by protozoa. So first one disease, malaria, food poison and dysentery, that is loose motion. Okay. So these are the disease caused by the protozoa, malaria, food poisoning and dysentery. Diseases caused by virus usually spread easily from one person to another. Whatever diseases are there caused by virus. Okay, common cold, you know common cold? Okay, so that common cold caused by virus, and that disease can spread from person to person. Okay, so whatever diseases are there caused by virus, they are easily transferred from one person to another, but infected person to another person. Uncooked food, especially meat, can contain the bacteria. Uncooked food, that is the meat, contains bacteria. Bacteria get killed when food gets cooked properly, and that is why we should cook the food properly, because after cooking only bacteria can be killed. If we eat food that has not been cooked properly, the bacteria may survive and make us sick. And if you eat the food which is uncooked, so what happens? Bacteria remain as it is in that food, and you may suffer from the disease also. Okay, so I hope you understood today about the microorganisms and some microorganisms which causes the disease, means harmful microorganisms.